I was standing outside my little girl's kindergarten, which opens at 8:45. So it was, I guess, about 2 minutes prior, about 8:43, and I heard a plane going over, which is quite normal because we're on that flight path. But as it went over, I heard a major change in the sound of the plane. I almost want to say that it sounded like an explosion. And when I looked up, the plane was coming through the clouds, and its right engine was actually on fire.
The right engine, so you were able to make out clearly exactly which part of the plane was on fire. Just describe a little bit more about how that looked. How much smoke did you see billowing?
Well, there wasn't a lot of smoke billowing out at this stage because the actual engine itself was on fire. Now, I don't ask as to why I know about that sort of thing, but I have an app on my phone that shows you what planes are going over because I live on the flight path. So I quickly flicked onto it, and it showed me that it was an A319 coming from Oslo British Airways.
Sorry, Clive, you mentioned there that you heard a change in the sound of the engine. Obviously, living close to the flight path, you'll be very aware of what those planes sound like. How did it change?
Well, in the old days when Concorde used to come over, it was, seriously much noisier than regular planes. And this plane was coming over, and suddenly the tone of the engine changed dramatically, and I could almost say that it sounded as if it was like a blowout or an explosion.
And Clive, you've lived close to the flight path for some time. Have you ever seen anything that looked like this coming into Heathrow?
No, absolutely not. And I'm absolutely certain that as it came through the clouds, and I looked up, it was an A319, and the right engine was on fire. It wasn't smoking, it was actually on fire.